about Mother's Day. And we're from a bunch of different countries, so we've got a great...
Yeah.
Okay, look, we're live on YouTube. Excellent. Okay, just a little bit late. All right. Welcome, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Cinco de Mayo, I think. Yes. This is the RCIIS English Conversation Club. We're going to be talking about Mother's Day and mothers and maybe a little bit about families in general because it's Mother's Day this Sunday. And everybody likes talking about moms. And we have a lovely group of international guests here tonight who I don't really know. We briefly met, so we'll kind of introduce ourselves to YouTube and each other right now. My name is Leslie. I'm one of the English speaking teachers at RCIIS. RCIIS is an English language school, an international school in Toronto, Canada. So we've been offering online English classes this year during the pandemic in Toronto. And we have two main types of classes we offer. We offer academic English classes, including a pathway program and an IELTS preparation course. But then we also have specialized speaking classes, which is what I teach, where students work on their general English fluency and their speaking and listening skills. This is a free English conversation club that we offer every 2 weeks, just to get to know more international students and to provide an opportunity to practice speaking and listening skills. So thank you so much to these new friends who have joined me from all over the world. Very cool locations. So I'll have each of us introduce ourselves by just saying name, country. Some of you guys are from one country and living in a different, so that's cool. You can share both. And something about mothers. It could be that you want to share a funny story about your mom. Maybe you want to say an opinion about Mother's Day. Maybe you think that it's too commercial, or maybe you have a plan for celebrating with your mom virtually or in person this weekend. So just a little something about moms, and then we'll get into the group discussion more. So let's start with, I know Anna sort of the most from knowing her husband. So Anna, could you start us off?
Yes, of course. Nice to meet you all. Thanks for having me, Leslie. My name is Anna. I'm from Brazil, but I've been living in Toronto for 4 years now. Actually, I'm celebrating my 4 years today.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, actually I work here, so I live here with my husband. I don't have kids yet. And what else? About my mom, right? So I love my mom, of course, and I'm living so far from her. And my plans for this weekend is just celebrate virtually, because it's the best way to reach her. So I just gathering with my siblings to give her a great gift. And then let's see, so have a chat and see each other a little bit on Sunday.
Nice. Awesome. Okay, awesome. So Anna from Brazil in Toronto, celebrating 4 years in Toronto, Canada.
That's a lot. Time flies.
Oh, definitely. And virtual Mother's Day plans. Sounds awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Great. And lovely. Let's go to Imelda next.
Hi everyone, my name is Imelda Mendoza. I was born in Honduras, but when I was 13 years old, I went to live in Mexico with my parents, and now I'm living here in Toronto. And well, I'm an only child, so it's so hard for my mom to have me so far, right? And I usually enjoy to talk to her almost every day. Well, now I'm working, but before I used to talk to her every day. I had to call her, and now that is coming the Mother's Day, I had in mind to send her a little present. So I just look for something in my city. I used to live in Durango. Durango is in the north side of Mexico. So I know a place, and they do these little presents for every kind of occasion, right? So I really like this one, and I'm going to send this to, I think.
Oh,
We
that's
can see.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see it? So those are roses with strawberries covered in chocolate, and I think it's a tiny bottle of wine. So that's the plan. And of course, I'm going to call her.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody likes a tiny or big bottle of wine.
Better big.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely. Very cool. I haven't met many people from Honduras, so it's very cool to meet you. And another person who's living in Toronto, having come here. Wonderful. Okay, let's hear from Ramses. I've met Ramses before. Am I saying your name correctly? How do you say it? Oh, no, we can't hear you. Try unplugging earphones and trying something else. Okay, we'll come back. We'll come back for Ramses. Daniel. Hello, Daniel.
Hello.
Hi. Tell us about you. Where are you? Where are you from? Tell us about something about mothers.
Well, I'm from Venezuela. I didn't see to my mother so 6 years is many time. Well, I always share with her by WhatsApp or Skype or video call. And for the moment, I communicate to her for this form or for this sign. Well, I remember especially because I was child. She had what she was very rigorous and very special in the both, but I don't know.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. We got so much mom love tonight. My mom told me I have to make sure I ask some funny questions too, so we don't all cry, you know, but we can cry about how much we love our moms too. Awesome. How's Ramses doing? I didn't mean to stop you from speaking. Is your sound working now? Can we test?
Okay.
Yay. Hi.
Okay, my name is Ramses.
Okay, Ramses is how I try. Okay, good.
I'm from Colombia. Now I live with my mom. And to the Mother's Day, I'm going to bring her some flowers and do a special lunch.
Lovely, lovely. Yeah. Flowers and a special lunch. Great. Okay, awesome. Let's hear from Raisa.
Yes, my name is Raisa. I'm from Brazil. I live in Brazil. My mother passed away when I was 15 years old. I think in Mother's Day, unconditional love. I study assistant executive I am going to exchange program in Toronto in November next year. Nice to meet you.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Raisa. And I'm so sorry to hear that your mom passed away. And you know, for this conversation, we'll talk about all the maternal people in our lives. You can talk about your grandmother, aunts, sisters, pets. Sometimes people feel I love when my students talk about how their mother to their kitten or their puppy and all this too. So yeah, you know, take care of your heart in this conversation, and but very cool to hear that you're aspiring to come to Toronto as well, and hopefully we'll meet you in the future.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, let's hear from Leila.
Yeah, hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Leila and I'm from Argentina. I'm 19 years old. And well, my mom is everything. It's the most important thing in my life. And in Mother's Day, I could like to give her some handbag, clothes. She's so pretty. She's like a model. So we are going to give her something like that.
Nice. Okay, so we have a fashionista mother. We're getting different mothers coming out. Awesome, awesome. Oh no, okay, Lawson has gone. I was going to include him, but yes, we may have some people join us late. People watching, send us your comments. You can be included in the conversation as well. And let's get into the details, talking about our moms. So I'm curious about Mother's Day. Is Mother's Day also happening this Sunday in your countries? Or is it a different day? Some countries have, I think, Parents' Day. So I'm not sure about Mother's Day in your cultures.
In Brazil, it's the same day as here in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah,
how about
here in Argentina too?
Argentina too? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colombia too? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but here maybe we say that family is first, and when it's Mother's Day, it's Family's Day too. So it's like, I don't know, a mix from both.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know Mother's Day is always a bigger event in Canada than Father's Day. Is that true in your cultures? Does anyone want to speak about that? Maybe the men feel it's unfair. Like, any opinions about why is Mother's Day so big and Father's Day is less big? Maybe it's the opposite in your cultures. I'm not sure.
No, it's not.
No.
It's the same. But in Mexico, Mother's Day is May 10th.
Okay, so it's a little bit different. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So do you think that's fair that Mother's Day is so much more kind of talked about and promoted? Do you think there are reasons for that? Any opinions about Mother's Day, Father's Day? Should they be combined to be Parents' Day? Should they be separate?
Well, in my case,
that's a good question.
Okay, I think Daniel started. We'll go Daniel and then Leila and Raisa.
Okay, sorry. In my case, the Mother's Day is the second Sunday in May. In Argentina is other day, but my mother celebrate 2 days in the year. But my father is celebrate the third Sunday in June in Venezuela. In Argentina, I think so is the same, but I don't sure.
Okay. And what about, which one is Mother's Day much more of a big event in both countries than Father's Day?
Yes, the mother always is very important, more important than the father.
So you I should have asked. Anna said she's not a mother yet. Are any of you guys parents? No No children. Okay, so
No.
we'll have a young people, no children perspective on this. But Daniel, what if you were a father? Would you feel a little like, oh, why am I less important? Or do you feel like mothers deserve a more important day?
No. For me, both is important because together to teach me to be a great person. And for me, the both day is important.
Okay, I think Layla and Raisa were going to say something. Yeah.
Yes, well, I agree with Daniel, and in my opinion, we don't have to have 2 days, Mother's Day and Father's Day. Maybe we have to have a family day. Yeah, family day. I really would like, because maybe families we have one mom and well, their kids, and maybe in another one we have a father and their kids. So I really think that we have to have a family day.
Yeah.
Teacher, I am agree with Layla.
That it should be together, a family day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Canada,
I think
sorry, go ahead.
it's
Yeah.
not very important in Brazil. Next Sunday it is for Mother's Day.
And why do you think it should be, sorry, my lighting sucks. Why do you think it should be a combined day? What makes you think that that's a better situation in Brazil?
Brazil, it's box part here in some moment. Sorry, teacher. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, because I think Canada now has a family day, separate from Mother's and Father's Day. But it's I don't think many people, I don't know. Anna,
Enjoy.
Sorry?
So do you mean like if the people really enjoy the holiday?
I think people don't notice it as much as Mother's Day or Father's Day.
Yeah, because in Brazil we don't have this holiday, family day, like a separate holiday for, and especially dedicated for you enjoy your family. I don't know. I think Mother's Day became a little commercial than I think is the most important just after Christmas. I think is the most important holiday for in commercial matters, you know.
Yeah, I agree with Anna here.
Yeah. So I think it's it of course, talking about mom, I think is Mother's Day is more important than Father's Day. Nothing against fathers, of course, but you know, we talk about connection that we have with our mothers, right? So generally, they are responsible for taking care of family of us for our whole life, right? So that's why I think that is more important, and we care so much about it because it's all about connection with mothers, right?
Anna, do you live in Brazil?
No, I live in Toronto.
Okay. And Layla. Layla, do you live in Brazil?
No, I live in Argentina. I'm from here. Yeah.
Mas from Brazil?
No, from Argentina.
Argentina, yeah.
Yeah.
And my teacher's family usually, Mother's Day, my teacher's family usually together.
Mm-hmm. How about does anyone most people are suggesting, yeah, Mother's Day is deserving of all the popularity and attention. Does anyone feel the opposite? Ramses, Imelda, what do you think?
I agree with you all, guys. I think for us, or at least in our culture, it's very common to give more attention to our mothers because that's the way that or it's all into perspective, right? Maybe for some people that they didn't even know their mother and only their father, for them their father's everything, but at least for in my case, and also when Leila mentioned that her mother is like her the best person, yeah, I feel the same. But also no, I think it's fine, and it's not that the Father's Day is not important, but it's just different.
That's really nice. Equal but different.
Equal but different.
Yeah. How about Ramses? What do you think?
Okay, I think the Mother's Day is most important than the Father's Day because we usually spend more time, moms spend more time than the father with us. So that makes this day special.
Yeah, I think we're hearing that quite a bit. So that's interesting. It seems like that seems to be still generally true, right? That even though many mothers nowadays are working full-time careers and doing many different things, a lot of the parenting is still with mothers, but not always. Like, we could easily have people in this Zoom who were closer with their fathers, who spent more time with their fathers, right? But I definitely have heard that people were worried about working mothers during the pandemic because of all the stress of trying to work online at home with the kids all around. I've had some students who had their babies and dogs and everyone around.
It's not easy.
Yes, so I think women, yeah, definitely take on a lot of work inside and outside the house, for sure.
Yeah, well, my mom is an English teacher and she had to stop working because of this. I have a little sister, she's 4 years old, and we with kindergarten it's difficult to continue working. Well, I study at university and my dad works every day, so it's difficult. And here we are all in our house since pandemic started, so
yeah,
it's kind of difficult.
Yeah. So let's talk about the commercial aspect. Anna brought up it's becoming the second maybe most commercial holiday after Christmas. But I liked Imelda's basket of goodies for her mom, right? So let's talk about what we think are good gifts for mothers. Let's talk about, do we feel pressure to buy things? Do you try to spend quality time, like you make a meal with your mother for Mother's Day? Let's talk about gifts and Mother's Day. Maybe there's different typical gifts in your country. Or is it similar? Like, I think in Canada, you see the flowers for sale before Mother's Day. It's just so many flowers and cards. But maybe in South America, there's other typical gifts. Anyone?
No, well, here in Argentina, everyone gives their mother what they want. It could be, I don't know, a lunch, breakfast, flowers. My mom loves flowers, clothes, many things. There's not some, I don't know, a special thing that here people give. No.
No, anything.
No,
I see.
no.
Yeah. I've never heard of clothes or like the fashion mother is very new to me. Get her a nice handbag. My mom hates gifts. So we don't really do gifts in my family, but my family is maybe unconventional.
That's interesting.
What do your mothers like? Do your mothers like gifts, or do they like a special meal?
I think moms in general always expect something, right? So my mom especially, she used to give some tips about gifts that she wants, like, oh, okay, so I think my bag is a little old, like, I need a new bag. Like, oh, okay, let me catch this. Okay, it's a good gift. And then, so in Brazil, we used to do is like, I think it's pretty the same as Argentina. In Argentina, so I used to give flowers and cloves, juice, and wherever she wants, and so it's a good gift.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Does anyone have a mom like me who doesn't like gifts, who's difficult to?
My grandmother's like it. She's like it. Go to shop now, Mother's Day.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
No other stories of gifts? Good gifts, bad gifts? Typical food? I think in Canada, we often have a Mother's Day brunch. So you kind of have like a breakfast meal at a restaurant sometimes. What happens in your countries? Just typical food or special Mother's Day food?
Yeah. So
yeah, barbecue here.
Yeah.
Mother's Day
Pizza.
barbecue or pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, barbecue, or just like a special food. Just
Maybe her favorite
to
food.
lunch.
Nice. So let's share, I think, some fun stories of our moms. Does anyone have like a funny story about their mom? Like maybe, or you could share a special memory with your mom, something so we get to know each other's kind of mothers or grandmothers a little bit more.
Well, in my case, I share with her always talking about anything. I comment the problems. I comment to joke. It's especially time we share together. The last time we shared with her, I am meeting all the family and celebrate the Mother's Day with my mom and my grandmother. This is I remember this moment is special.
Okay, so that was a moment from a past Mother's Day?
Yes.
Oh, so there we go. So it's not all commercial. There are the quality moments that happen from the gathering on Mother's Day too. That's wonderful.
Yes.
It sounds like, Daniel, it sounds like you and your mom talk about a lot of things. You have a kind of talking relationship. Yeah?
Yes, because it's difficult to fly to Venezuela. It's complicated. The same. She fly to Argentina and always share through the window and talk about anything.
Oh, that's nice. Not everyone has such a close relationship where you can talk about everything.
Yeah.
Anyone else have a story or memory about their mom they want to share?
Well, in my family, we are more or less thirsty people. And in Mother's Day, they all come here at my home because I have a very big garden. So everyone wants to come here and spend all the day. They come here 10 a.m. and they go home, I don't know, the other day at 12 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, please get out of my house. But well, we we spent a very nice day eating barbecue, of course. And well, with my mom, we like, I don't know, drive somewhere and listen to music, that and sing, dance.
Nice. Okay, so that's unique. A whole day marathon Mother's Day,
Yeah.
barbecue, outdoor garden, and then driving with your mom, listening to music with your mom.
And my family took everyone and pushed to the swimming pool. So.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it's a
Brazil is typical funk. Do you are listen to the funk in Brazil?
On Mother's Day?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Typical food feijoada.
For a big family gathering. Feijoada and funk.
And funk. Feijoada and funk.
Nice. How about Imelda Ramses? Do you want to share a funny story or a touching story about a mom?
Teacher, I don't remember.
Oh yeah. Are you very close with your dad, would you say? Do you have a memory of Father's Day that you spent
No,
with dad?
teacher.
No?
I don't moment my father.
Not close with father.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So are you closer with your grandparents?
Yes, I live my grandmother.
Ah, okay. You live with your grandmother. Okay. Lovely. So what do you do with your grandmother for Mother's Day? Do you celebrate, or do you celebrate every day with her?
Celebrate every day.
Yeah, I feel like I'm surprised no one has said it already. I feel like Latin people are so good at just like appreciating family and celebrating life that I was expecting someone to say every day is Mother's Day.
Yeah, that is, yeah.
Well, that's true.
Well,
You don't
yeah.
have to wait to a Mother's Day to, I don't know, say I love you or I don't know, that. To recognize everything they do for us.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, how about this was one of my mom's suggestions for a question was, is your mom still mothering you as an adult? So is your mom still giving you a lot of advice, telling you what to do, telling you how to live your life? Anything about like your mother being very involved now still as an adult? Any reactions to that?
Yes.
Yes, totally. My mom, it's like for her, I'm always going to be her baby. And even I try to, like, most of the time, I try to be very nice and understanding and with her, and because she's getting old, right? Just face it. And then I just remember, or for example, this is a good story. Like sometimes when she asks me, hey, what's my password? And I'm like, what? Why should I know your password? Come on, it's yours. And it's like, if it feels like I'm not having any patience. And she used to tell me, well, just remember when you were a baby, I used to teach you all that you know, right? And I used to be very patient with you. And I didn't tell you, oh, I don't know, just go away. and usually when I'm asking her to like for a present or anything, she just tries to take away the pressure, maybe. Can I say it like that? Because she's like, oh no, it's fine, because I know you're not making a lot of money, so maybe when you have a good job and you have money, you can give me a a good gift. It's fine, you don't have to worry. And I'm like, oh no, but I want to give you something, you know. Yeah, she's like that.
Yeah. Okay, so it sounds like you have a very open relationship, you know, very honest. It's interesting because I feel like some from my background, my parents, my grandparents' generation, and my dad are British, and they don't have a very kind of open way of communicating. And so I think it's very interesting when I hear stories about parents who speak directly about what they want and what they expect. And anyone else want to?
That's for me, it's the most important thing, just to be direct.
Yeah, I agree.
Direct or hinting about what gifts they want. Oh, my bag is old.
This is good.
I mean, it's an indirect directness.
Yeah, just about gifts. But I have a great relationship with my mother because she's actually very young. She's only 54 years old and I'm 35. So she is like my friend. So she gives me a lot of advice. I ask advice for her to her, and sometimes I give some advice for her too, because I think when we are just growing up, so we start to give some advice for our parents too, right? So this is important. I think it's like, so it's a kind of exchanging, right? So this is really good. So my mom is my best friend for sure.
Oh, yeah. My mom is definitely my best friend too.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Now that you're telling, I like sharing that with us. It's like I mean, of course I would like to say, oh, my mom is my best friend, and she mentioned that she is, but it's so hard because she's that kind of person that when you tell her something, she doesn't keep it. She tells to everyone. So I'm get mad with her. I get mad at her because it's like, Mom, I just told you this. Why you just told to the family? And she's like, oh, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's not happening again. And I'm like, really? And then it happened again. So yeah.
But you have to be patient with her because she was patient with you when you were a child.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Oh, no, we get the most frustrated with people we love the most, that we're closest to. So it's very real. It's very real to be that frustrated, you know. But Anna's point about like how you kind of exchange roles a little bit as you get older is interesting. Does anyone feel like they've realized things about their mothers or grandmothers as they've become adults that you didn't know as a kid? Like you grew up and you're like, oh, you know, you're actually really bad at communicating, or like, oh, you're not as smart as I thought you were, or something like that. Any realizations about your mother or grandmother as adults? No, she's the same as she always was.
Oh, maybe with food. Now, like when I go and like to Mexico and I visit her and she cooks, it's like, no, I don't like your food. And she's like, what? What's wrong with you? Yeah.
But as a kid, you liked her cooking?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed
I
that
agree,
actually too.
Imelda.
Yeah, your grandmother's cooking was perfect in childhood, but now you taste the flaws.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like they become more human. You see their like weaknesses more, maybe. Yeah. Does anyone feel like they are becoming like their mother or grandmother or parent as they get older?
Yes.
Yeah. How so? How are you turning into your parents?
Everything. Just I'm so serious, polite, selfish, and my mom, it's the same, and maybe a bit fashion, a bit, and that.
Yeah, you've taken after them or your mom in her fashion sense, and serious and polite, you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe not here, but
No, you're very polite. But yeah, you have a nice smile, you have a warmth, but yeah, I can see. Yeah. You
yeah,
want people out of your
in
garden at the end of the day.
yeah, yeah, but I'm like a bit elegant. Could I say elegant?
Like elegant, sophisticated?
Yeah,
Kind of.
yeah, like that.
Mhm.
And see?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Well, look
You
at
have
my colors.
you have high tastes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes with the fashion interest for sure. How about Ramses? Are you more like your mom or more like your dad? Do you take after one of them?
I'm very likely to my mom because we both are very serious and we like to work.
Okay. Okay. Like workaholic, like you work all the time, very hard.
Yes.
Okay. So are you happy that you are like your mother in that way, or are you like, oh, I work too much, I shouldn't be like mom?
No, I'm very happy because yeah, very likely to my mom.
It's a good thing for you. Yeah. Nice. Anyone else turning into their mother or father or grandparents some way?
I had a phrase, but the phrase "we will always be your babies" for the mothers always don't uh, don't be care or don't worry the age. Always we are the babies.
Okay, so you feel like the roles never change. You are
Yeah.
always the baby. Your parents are always your
Yeah.
parents. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. For always you mentioned what is more important, the father or the mother, but the mother always will see the baby, and the father is all the opposite. The father is more rigorous, but I don't know, you are a woman and the relation is different, but the man is the relation with the father is different to your mother.
Well, in my family, it's different. I'm my father's baby, and my mom says, "Okay, you're getting older, so you have to, I don't know, grow up and do things alone." But my dad, I don't know. He feels like I'm like a baby.
Is that true for the others, that the opposite gender parent is more nurturing than the other one?
No.
No, not for Anna.
No, my mom is.
Yeah. I I think it's interesting, Daniel, but like what you're saying about your father was very strict. Did you guys, or you said rigorous, but I think you're talking about like kind of a little bit harsh. So does anyone have any stories or experiences they want to share about how strict or protective their parents were when they were growing up? Did you have a lot of rules? Did you have teenage conflict with your mom or dad?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah, well, in my case, I was a very bad student at school, so they always took my mobile phone, and I cried and say, "No, you're taking my life. I don't know," or maybe they didn't let me go out with my friends, and well, it was like the end of the world.
It was the end of the world then. And so you guys were all kind of like, yeah, my parents were strict. Do any of you feel like now that you're adults, you're like, that was right, that was good, thank you, mom and dad?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes, I'm so grateful because she was like very strict and made me a good person that who I am now. So
Yes.
very grateful for her for that.
Does Imelda have a different opinion? Imelda has a huge smile.
No, it's because I remember in particular this situation. I used to go out a lot before when I was younger, and my mom was very chill. Like it felt like she didn't care, but she did care, of course. And my dad was more protective with me, and he was like, "Hey, where is she? Where is Imelda? Did you see the time? Did she call? Who are like yeah, things like that." And then my mom was like, "Oh, I don't know, let me sleep." She will be back soon or tomorrow, like who cares, just sleep. Because after all, what she used to say was like, you are out. And like she believed that I was wise enough to know the difference between the evil and the good. The how do you say
That was good. She trusted you.
Yeah, she trusted me a lot
and gave you a lot of freedom. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's what she used to say, like at the end, you know that your actions have
yeah, consequences.
Consequences. Yeah, consequences. And like we will be there for you, but just keep in mind that, right? So it was one of the things that they were so different, because you expect like more like the mother used to be that way, like more protective, but she wasn't. She was like, "No, I'm sleeping." So when I came back from the parties, my dad was waiting for me awake. Like I entered to my room and he knocked, and he was like, "Okay, let me smell you. I want to know if you were drinking or not." And my mom was sleeping. So
yeah. So I guess you probably enjoyed that. You appreciated that freedom at the time. And do you feel appreciative of that now? Like Anna was happy her parents were strict. How do you feel? Do you feel like that was a good kind of freedom your mother gave you?
yeah, it was good at that time. Like I had the balance, right, between my parents, because my dad was so strict, like very strict, that I remember one time that I was in a party for 3 days, and then when I came back, I just changed my clothes and then I left, and then when I came back, he took all my clothes and he was very mad. He put it in the car and then he said, I'm going to take all, I think he was on the age or something like that, because he didn't know what to do with me at that point. My mom was not at home. And then he told me, I'm going to throw to the garbage all your clothes. And I was like, what? Why? Because you don't understand. And I was like, oh my God, my clothes. What I'm going to wear now. Yeah,
you were at a party for 3 days?
Yeah, I mean, I was out and then I came back to
that's a lot.
change and then I went out and then I came back. But yeah, and he was very mad. So of course I did appreciate the freedom. I didn't do like crazy stuffs, what I can say, but I knew like, I knew, right, that at that time I was, I grew up in a very traditional family. So it was not that I was doing something bad. I was just out. Yeah.
Yeah. So did anyone have a similar experience to Imelda, where your parents were very kind of opposite? There was like good cop, bad cop kind of parenting? No, united team parenting?
Yes.
Raisa, was your grandmother strict with you? Did you have a big age difference and was she very strict with you as a child? Oh, you're muted now. Sorry, press unmute. You're just muted. Yay.
No, teacher.
No, not strict, very gentle.
No, teacher.
Neither, in the middle.
Yeah.
Nice. Perfect. Hi, Paula. New person. Hi, how are you?
Hello, very well, and you?
Hello, I'm good. Nice to see you. We're almost done our conversation, but it's good to see you. Where are you, Paula? Which country?
I am living in Mexico, but I am from Colombia.
Okay, I was going to say happy Cinco de Mayo because I just keep wanting to meet someone from Mexico to say that today. But from Colombia, very cool. And was it a time difference confusion?
Here is 20
yeah, different time. We have time difference.
Yeah, here is still with light.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, you know what? We've spent our hour of being live on YouTube now, but Paula, stick around. We'll have a little chat and you can come to another club meeting to get to talk to us more. But that's it for tonight. Lovely learning about your very cool and very different moms and grandmothers. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you to anyone watching on YouTube. We'll be doing this again in 2 weeks' time. We switch between night meetings and daytime meetings. So in 2 weeks, that will be May 19th, another Wednesday. We'll be meeting 12 to 1 p.m., but Toronto time. It's always Toronto time.
Teacher.
Yes. Question.
When there will be another conversation club?
2 weeks from today. So every conversation club, it happens every 2 weeks, but priority always goes to new people to try to get as many new people the chance. But if you have participated before and we have space, we invite back people again. Also, if you're interested in trying out an online English class, we have a lot of incredible teachers at RCIIS, and they're all based here in Toronto, Canada, and available on Zoom, and our prices are lower than ever. So if you want to try English class in speaking or a more academic English class, you can have a free trial class. You just have to contact us. So I encourage anyone who's curious about online English studying to reach out, get in touch with us. We love hearing from you. But yes, the club will continue. The pandemic will be over soon, and then we'll all be together again. But yes, thank you to the lovely people here. Thank you to everyone on YouTube.